Check this out. Beef brisket, and this was meant for the grill. This is a work of art. Take a look at all of this fat. It's got a little bit of connective tissue here. That's why you have to cook this low and slow. But take a look at this. When this is cooked low and slow, it's gonna break down and get nice and tender. But this needs a rub. Oh! Gonna dry rub this, and it's really simple. A little bit of mustard, just some dried stuff. Nutmeg just has that really pungent flavor, so don't go too heavy on it. All right. Thyme, this is nice and earthy. Rub that around. You wanna release some of those flavors. A little oregano. Now to heat it up a touch, a little chili. If you like it hot, go hot. If not, back off. Little celery salt, get it in. Bittersweet flavor of cinnamon. I just love this stuff. This is great. Coriander, really earthy and pungent. Little bit of pepper, some salt, and a touch of brown sugar, just to sweeten it all up. Just a touch more, and rub this around. Come back. Now just start rubbing this. Get it all over top and have fun. Just go to town. This is gonna go into the fridge for a whole night. Start rubbing. Now here's a tip. Muscle fiber in this brisket runs lengthwise. You don't want to cut it lengthwise because this is like cutting a whole rope and chewing on it. That wouldn't be any good at all. So you want to cut it against the grain. That's going to make it nice and tender. Get a knife, just give it a quick little mark. This will give you the direction of the meat itself when you go to cut it. Remember, when I slowly cook this, it's going to get all dark, and I'm not going to know which way it's going. East or west, north or south. Mark it, and it's going to be perfect every time. I'm not done with this yet. Not only am I dry rubbing this beef brisket, oh man, I'm gonna make a nice little marinade for the inside. Got a little melted butter here, just to add some rich flavor. Using a little dried mustard, was also in the rub, but you know, I'm mirroring some flavors here. Little onion powder for some onion. And some smoky heat, some chili powder. If you like it hot, you know, go crazy. Some apple cider, just for some tartness. Some Worcestershire, just a couple shakes. And I love this stuff. Heat it up a touch. Little hot sauce. And some apple cider vinegar for some tartness. Yeah. Gotta mix this baby together. Quick taste. Missing one ingredient. Just a little beef broth here. And this is low sodium stuff, so I can control the salt. That is perfect now. Give it a quick taste again. Just the right amount of tartness. This is really full-bodied. Now, normally when I marinate, I have to pour it over top of the meat, and the meat just absorbs all of those flavors. But with this marinade, I'm gonna get it inside the meat. How am I gonna do that? The injector. All right, let's get it in there. Now, it's really important. When you're doing the injection, make sure you go nice and slow. If you're going too fast, it's just gonna squirt all over the place. So just take your time, poke right through the meat, don't go too far in, and just squeeze nice and slowly. You can pick this injector up at any local grocery store. Not hard to find. Just make sure you squeeze that in. This is a really great investment for marinating. Now, gotta get this into the fridge for a whole night. This is gonna taste really good. I'm gonna slow smoke this for 8 hours tomorrow. Low and slow is gonna make it nice and tender. This is gonna be amazing tomorrow. Check out my beef brisket. It was in the fridge overnight. Take a look at that dry rub, and I injected it with a marinade. This baby is gonna be great. Big meat needs some big wood here, and I got some apple wood, and I'm making some smoke pouches here. This is gonna be smoking for about 8 hours, so I'm gonna need a lot of smoke pouches. 2 parts wet, that's just gonna smolder for a while. Looking good. 1 part dry. And just poke a few holes, because you know what? More holes, more smoke. But I gotta build some more. These are ready, brisket's ready. I'm off to the grill. Whew, that's one heavy brisket. Before I get that on, I gotta prep my grill up. Got it cranked on high on the left-hand side. I wanna get my smoke pouch on as quickly as possible. Just let that go, it's gonna start smoking in a little bit. Drip tray. Get that down. All that fat from here is gonna drip right into that. Ah, looking good. Close the lid, just wait for smoke. I've got some smoke now. Maybe asking yourself, why didn't I put it on? Here's why. Turn the temperature down now. I want to make sure that I can adjust the temperature. I need it at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, about 100 degrees Celsius. Now's the time to put it on. Got all that smoke? Get this guy on. Now take a look. I'm putting it on in the same direction that I made my little slit. Why? Because that's the direction I'm gonna cut this meat in. So now I know exactly what it looks like, leave it alone. I'm using indirect heat to cook this brisket. That just means no heat directly underneath it, and I've got medium to low heat on the left-hand side. This brisket's gonna smoke for 8 hours. That means 1 hour per pound. Close the lid, keep most of that smoke in, that apple wood, that brisket, these are a match made in heaven. My brisket, it's been on for 8 hours now. Time to take a look. Oh, yeah! You just taste that brown sugar, those spices. Ah, this is great. Remember that injector? All those beautiful flavors in there. The apple cider, the vinegars. Ah, this is gonna come out really well. But important now, get it off, but get it off in one shot. Ah, it's quite heavy, but that looks beautiful. Take a look. The sun is just kissing it. Time to give it a little rest. Just tent it. Allow this to rest up. All that apple wood in the air, I can still smell it right here. It's all inside this brisket now. This is why tenting is so important. Voila. Oh man, that looks great. Now, really important. If you allow it to rest, now you can start cutting into it and all the juices don't run away. Ah, just slice it nice and thick. Oh, this is good. I can taste the chilies, the brown sugar. Cutting against the grain will make sure that it's nice and tender for you. Slicing this nice and thin because this is gonna go into sandwiches. I'm gonna serve this with a little chipotle mayo and some caramelized onions. Oh, yeah.